Hi, for my next couple of videos, I'm going to focus on the topic of software-defined radio, SDR. Having studied and practiced RF engineering early in my career, and with amateur radio as a hobby, I've always been fascinated by what SDR offers. So what is SDR? If you search the web, you'll find a variety of different explanations. It is a wide and all-encompassing topic. However, most definitions agree that compared to the architecture of a traditional receiver or transmitter, where discrete functions such as demodulation, modulation, and filters are implemented in hardware, an SDR receiver or transmitter uses software-based digital signal processing functions. There are still analog RF elements involved, and the mix of analog and digital function varies with the types of SDR. The software runs depends on the type of SDR and its capabilities. Some are completely self-contained in an SDR transceiver. Others may use the software running on an embedded or desktop computer. Whether you are a student wanting to experiment with SDR, a radio amateur looking for a new project, or a professional radio engineer, there's an SDR for every pocket. Displayed are just some of the SDR units you'll find on the market. Typically there are headless units, a term used to describe an SDR without a display. So you use software on your computer to control the unit. Or there are SDRs that have an integrated display. Some are available for as low as $20, such as the RTL SDR USB dongle in the middle of the screen. And at the top end you'll get units like the amateur radio Flex Radio SDR transceiver at the bottom right, priced at $6,000. The majority are transceivers, so a receiver and a transmitter in one unit, but the cheaper units tend to be only receivers. Also, don't forget that transmitting on certain frequencies may require a license, so check with your national wireless regulations. So for this video, we're going to focus on unboxing the Pluto SDR from Analog Devices. This unit retails for in the order of about $200 and is widely available. So before we unbox the Pluto, let's take a quick look at some of the datasheet specifications. Out of the box, it can cover the frequency range from 325 MHz to 3.8 GHz in the UHF spectrum and has an instantaneous bandwidth capability of 20 MHz. The transmitter outputs 7 dBm, that's about 5 milliwatt of RF energy. The two major ICs in the Pluto are the Analog Devices 936X RF transceiver IC, and signal processing is performed by a Xilinx FPGA. Okay, time to look at the Pluto. Okay, so this is the box as you receive it from the distributor. Quite a compact box. I just want to sort of highlight the static precautions. That's why I'm wearing my anti-static gloves today. There is a notice about it on the back of the box there, along with some information, just general information about what you can do. Obviously the statutory barcodes, country of assembly and so on. Okay, so let's look at the box itself inside. Okay, what have we got? So first of all, we've got a bag with a couple of antennas and a USB adapter, USB cable, and then the Pluto itself in a anti-static bag. Open that up. There we go. Okay, so here's the Pluto. It's a plastic case, not quite see-through, but you can see a little bit of the electronics inside. We've got some protective covers over the SMA connectors. We'll come on to those. So this is what you get for your money. Details on the back. device MAC address, host, and so on, serial number, and the PCB revision code. Okay, if we start at the top, you've got two separate SMA connectors. Let's just take those covers off. The transmit here and the receive, and those little stubby aerials will screw into those. Those are quite handy. And then down at the bottom you've got two LEDs, so you won't see them at the moment, but LED 1, which is a user LED, and a ready LED. And then you've got a USB connection to the host and a USB just for power, a micro USB just for power. So if we just look at the antennas a second, they're covering the frequency range of the Pluto as supplied. Difficult to get out of the bag with the gloves on here, but you can see we can just screw those in. And when the unit is sat on the bench, then that sits quite nicely like that. Okay, so I think that pretty much covers it. That's the Pluto itself, unboxed. We've got everything that we need ready to go on to the next stage, which will be doing some example applications. And that's what I'm going to do in my next video. I'll be using Pluto with MATLAB and a variety of open source SDR packages, some of those that I mentioned earlier in the slides, to receive and transmit some signals. In the meantime, I hope you found this video helpful, and that you'll subscribe to the channel. And yeah, if you like the video, yeah, please like it. That's great. Bye for now.